Hi, welcome. Let's continue Carli 9. You know that we put all our videos on YouTube, but YouTube is not the red line, it's not the book, it's not the guideline. This is, right? Websites, Carli 9, and then step 1, step 2, step 3, it's all explained. And we're not making videos now in creation of Carli 9, putting them all one by one online. Okay, so the last thing we've done is we've built an ISO. Basically Super F7, right? VirtualBox, it's installed already or not. We have Carli 9 here. We move to choose a disk file. You know what I do? I make a template, clone it, give it another name. It's all set. All the settings are okay. Now, let's me go to first tell him to get a proper ISO. So Carli 9 out. That's where it is. Don't put up with Carli 8, but Carli 9, of course, the one you just created, version numbers. Things get wrong, but I am in the wrong thing. I'm in the template. Template needs to be empty when I copy. It's this one that needs to be filled. Just gonna check again. Carli 9 out. Okay, check. Build 1150. That's the thing I always do. Take a look at the time. It's okay. It's the last ISO. Click. Now I have to tell the system, yep, that it better be on this particular screen. Yeah, and it stays there. So we're booting up. Well, actually do a Control R again. So this is what we have. We've changed these things. These lines have been changed. Take a look with tab. Every Linux system with an E or a tab you can get inside. So boot this and that, VM Linux, Arch ISO, etc. But check out the init RAM file system Linux. Remember, we've changed that. So check, that's in order. Boot existing OS, yeah, I'll boot up. RAM test, the hardware test is working. Escape, enter, and back. Reboot and power off. So this seems to be all good. Booting up, but check anyway. This is grub. Check again in EFI if that's working as well. And we're booting up. We've changed a lot of things. ArcoLinux has changed a lot of things, and we follow. That's Carli. ArcoLinux takes its own approach. And that's why it's interesting for me. It's different roads. So this is the system info that we just saw in the other video. So we have now a button here. We used to type in here install with an A, right? And now we clicked and it works as well. If that's your choice, that's cool. If you want to have it in here somewhere in the favorites that people immediately see, install, that's also good, right? And in ArcoLinux we want to just to pop up and then everything is there already, because basically don't stay here. You see people sometimes make videos in a live DVD. I mean, what's there to see? Just go on, install. We're working with the 3.2.30, which is cool. That's the last version. I don't need to change anything there. Next, and off we go. Maybe let's include a little bit of learning as well here. I'd like to start the terminal, and the terminal is called, almost forget it, console, right? Console. So you can run here, no problem, right? But it's not a debugging calamares. There is a possibility to run pk execute me calamares, which is not set. So a ZT key is necessary for my keyboard. So that's Belgium keyboard, and then pk execute package package execute. Once you are wrong with your fingers, you're wrong. -D. The debugging, right? Debugging. And you can follow along and see that's what I've been doing with all the changes in ArcoLinux. We have changed also all these steps, 46, 47, Arch ISO 48. Okay, so follow it along. Some of the things are rubbish in the sense that it's okay if they give errors or anything like that. Some of them give a clue to what's going on your machine. If you make your own calamares with your own configuration, you're bound to make mistakes, right? So with this debugging, hopefully you'll get a message that you understand. So things happen when I click. I'm always making videos for you to be self-reliant, that you don't come ask questions to me, but you figure it out yourself. Use the tools that we have. Oh yeah, difficult password. Right, next. I could choose Tor browser. Okay, next. Install. And off it goes. It's very technical. And we're so glad Calamares is taking care of all the technical parts, because frankly, it's over my head and it's cool that we can rely on each other. So Calamares is not a project of ArcoLinux, it's standing on its own. Many Linux distributions use it, work with it, and that's just awesome. It gets just better year after year. And now we're unpacking, right? We're unpacking a file system. So while we wait, let's include more. It's already, this knowledge is already on ArcoLinux ISO is many videos, but right. Let's go to Open Dolphin. There are two folders you need to have a look at. As a designer, as a developer, you have to take a look at the temp file. Oh my God, yeah, true. Let me do that again, like this, and then like this, like that. Yeah. So Calamares root. This is your future system, basically. So this is SDA. This is your hard disk. Well, this is a virtual hard disk, but never mind. This is your future system, and it's gonna unpack everything, which is not that much, almost there. That's one thing that's interesting to keep track of, and the other thing to keep track of, let's be quick, is the run Arch ISO. This is also interesting to have a look at. So this is unpacked. This is copy pasted over to the other side. And couch space, persistent Carli thing, boot management, and here everything to boot up. So a lot of changes from 46 to 48 were actually in here. In the EFI, not so much, but the ArcoLinux and Arch as well. So it's all in here. So these two folders, remember that one, and maybe as a last one, still have time, it's still not finished. There is also inside root, if you open it up, inside root there is a .cache calamares, and there's a log file in there. So we do with right mouse click in toolbar, we open as root, and then we go in. Here we have to go in with terminal or something like that. But basically, there we go. We're done. Ah, no, we're not done. Look at that. We have here, it's going up, it's going up. I saw somewhere Tor browser. It was quick, but it was there. I've got my Tor browser. Maybe you guys see it. We're already in the boot here. And we can restart if we want to. Here it is. Tor browser, exit code 0, which means success. It's installed. And so on and so on. By the way, this is what I did in the past, right? Exit code 1 means it's wrong. So control find exit code 1. And I said, why does this have an error? And I figured it out and then change the code. Restart now. Off we go. We've changed quite a bit already. Do we have a working system? Line 2. Do we have ArcoLinux? Sure. Are we booting up? All working. I don't know if we install NeoFetch on this thing. Yep, we did. So yeah, this could be changed as well if you don't like the logo, if you want your own logo or the name and so on. LSB release etc. That's where you need to be. But basically we have a working system. It all fits together and we're back with Carli 9 working. Next step would be what if at some point in time the guys of ArcoLinux decide not to support customized AI root file system. But I think I'm gonna keep that one if that happens. All right, cheers.